And welcome to another edition of Soundcheck Metal Moose, whatever you want to call it. We call it Soundcheck these days, but we started out in 2014 as the Metal Moose. I say we. I started out in 2014 as the Metal Moose, and we've still got the old Metal Moose bumpers laying around, and I still use them. One of these days, we'll get around to making some Soundcheck intros and stuff like that. But, the show works either way. So this is a custom series. This is a show where a band decided they wanted to take the option of a full album review instead of just a single song review, which is what we do on Soundcheck. Bands send in music and we play a song by them and we give a review of that song. And we give it a micro review, which means that we've never heard it before. Or I've never heard it before. So I listen to it and I give my gut and my first instinct. And I do this the same way. I've never heard the music I'm going to play tonight, so I have no idea what to expect. And it's kind of a cool thing because that way I'm not, I don't have any predetermined ideas of what it's supposed to sound like. I haven't seen what the band looks like. I don't know where they're from, yada, yada, yada. This is just pure gut instinct. I'm going to listen to this song and I'm going to tell you what I think about it. And we're going to kind of go song by song. This is a 3-song, I guess, EP, extended play, per se, if you want, that we're going to work on tonight. And, so it should be pretty short and sweet, but like I said, I have no idea what it sounds like, no idea what genre it's supposed to be. And we're just going to listen to it and see what kind of trouble we can get into with it and see where the band stands. And I even went as far, to be honest with you, as you could tell, there's a little bit of pause there because I was like, okay, I've got all this loaded up. I'm ready to go. Get the songs in order that they wanted me to play them in. Here it is. And I'm talking about all the stuff. I don't know what they look like, or the band's name or anything like that. And I was like, I don't remember the name of the band. So I had to run and get the other laptop. And honestly, and I hope this doesn't disappoint them too much or whatever, I still don't know the name of the band. I know that it was sent to me by Gabriel Lucas, and Gabe, I'm sorry that I can't remember the name of the band, or if it's just you or what. And so, yeah, we're going to, when you get a radio show, for me, it's very organic, and that means that there's a lot of truth and reality in the in the recording. So we're going to kick things off here with the first tune, which is called Pilot, from Gabriel Lucas. Like I said, I got no idea what we're getting into, man, but we're going to find out together, you and I, here on a custom sound check with Moose, coming to you from the Moose Head in Oklahoma City. Moose Pit, Moose Head, whatever you want to call it. We're getting into some metal, I think, right now.
You are listening to the Metal Moose. with the Moose.
Yeah, I'm remembering when they wrote me about this, and they said this is not really metal. They were like, "Are you into mellower kind of stuff?" Yes, yes. So to be honest, initially I was a little worried with that like Fender Twin Clean, the rhythm guitar. I was like, I don't know about this. And then it just kept adding features. And when that like Ebo, almost like envelope lead kind of Hammond organ sound kind of came in, the bass carries the song, which I love. That's one of the things I promise not to do. Promise to myself, as much as I want to promise to the bands as well, is not to compare what they sound like. But you will hear me mention things throughout this of pieces that I'm picking up that has a little bit of Cure, a little bit of almost like 70s kind of Allman Brothers-esque kind of groove to it, almost an occult rock thing to there a little bit, kind of. The groove is where that comes in. The leads were just beautiful. Like I said, it sounded like an Ebo, non-picked. It sounds like very excellent. I kept thinking to myself, man, this could use some chorus. Bam, there was the chorus. I was like, that was beautiful. Really liked it. Super emotional, good drive music. You know what I mean? Like, my initial take on this is something I want to put on about 9 on my car stereo and just drive around in the mountains and just relax. It wasn't tense. It was very mellow. Had a good, like I said, that it had almost a sad, that's where that kind of Cure thing comes in. It was kind of sad. And at points there, this probably blow somebody's mind, but it almost reminded me some of the cleaner parts on the Blink-182 self-title record, which was very Cure influence, you know what I'm saying? So really cool. I'm super interested to hear the next song. I had no idea it was instrumental, so, which I'm a big fan of that too. So, cause vocals can screw everything up. Anyway, so yeah, I really am a fan. I'm very interested to hear the next cut. So we're going to hear it. It's called Nesso's Fall, which that I'm not sure what that means, but, I don't care. Let's hear some of that beautiful guitar work again. Let's get it on.
You're listening to the Metal Moose.
Hey, this is Curtis Don Vito from Snoo, and you're listening to Moose Metal Radio. That's right, the only place on earth where a moose will play you all the loud stuff, all the stuff you want to hear, all the stuff I want to hear, all from the Moose.
And once again, so in remaining in my 100% truthful vibe, I'm calling the band Gabriel because I don't remember, and I'm sorry, but my favorite thing, and I know, so I started picking up a little bit of like Captain Beyond, maybe a little bit of Drone, Blue Oyster Cult, maybe even some Ghost-esque kind of stuff in there, which is equals Blue Oyster Cult. I love that there's not a whole lot of flashy stuff going on because it doesn't need it, and it's very soundscapey. You know what I mean? It's there's no flash at all. I love the way the bass carries the tune. Very emotional, very, like I said, it's got a sad, depressed, macabre kind of, thing to it, which equals good for me. I love that. And once again, this is something that I want to put in my car and just blast it up real loud and just drive. And it gives you the opportunity to fade off into another place, which I think is a great sign of good music when it takes you somewhere else. And that's a big deal, man. So far, I don't know. It's just, it's perfect for what it is, if that makes any sense. Like, it doesn't try to be something that it's not. It's got a lot of, I know you guys have said it was more metal, but there's a lot of metal pattern going on. So it is it's attractive to me in that state also, but I'm a big soundscape kind of guy. So this is really, I just feel, it's one of those things you listen to as you're watching a film that's the airplane flying over the cliffs and stuff. You're like, wow, man, I'm really feeling what's going on here. And that's a big deal, because when there's feeling in music, that's a huge deal. And that's, one of the pros of your songs, not all of a sudden like, you know what I mean? So I dig it, man. I really like it. It's really not what I expected, but I didn't know what to expect. But it's cool, and it's welcoming, because I keep saying to myself, there's absolutely nothing like stunning going on here. I'm not like blown away by the instrumentation, but I don't need to be, because it's what it's creating that makes it really special. And so I'm so sad there's 3 songs, because I'm ready for 10 songs. And we're going to knock off with the last one here with Gabriel and the Camel's End, which is kind of an interesting name. But man, so far I got to tell you, this is something that I would suggest to musicians, and we're going to get into it right now with the Camel's End.
Hey, Metal Moose. It's the other Metal Moose, Matty J from Psycho Stick. Just calling to say, Moose.
All right, so Gabriel, that's Gabriel the band. Man, listen, there's some really, really cool stuff going on, and I picked up so many elements, and in that last song, I was picking up a lot of Don Henley, Perfect Beast album, and also a little bit of U2. All throughout the whole deal, there was some U2, Cure, Killers. Killers was another band that kind of popped into my head, so. I loved that it was instrumental. I didn't know, and once I found out, I was like, oh well, it's kind of tough to really win me over on a non-shred instrumental. But the emotion was carried so good. The bass really, really played an important part in your music, and that's a big deal. That's where a lot of the Cure stuff comes in for me. Also, U2. I really enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I loved the production. It wasn't like overly glossy. Had a little bit of that roughness to it. The emotion was fantastic, and I would recommend it, like I said, to musicians. It's really hard to pigeonhole what that was. You know what I mean? It's not just guitar rock or southern rock or like I said, Shrapnel Shred Fest. It was a soundscape. It was a beautiful soundscape into another place, and that is the magic in music. So I would wear that shirt. I would definitely be proud to own that CD, and I would totally give that 4.5 taco rating. Really, really nice. I'm sorry I don't remember the name of the band. But Gabriel Lucas, I do remember. Sorry, guys. It's what it is. Thanks once again for listening to this custom sound check. And Gabriel Lucas, we appreciate it. Until next time, take care.
All rights to the music heard on the Metal Moose are reserved by the authors, their labels, or authorized representatives that permitted their material to be used. The Metal Moose holds no rights to any music played on the show. Go to themetalmoose.com to submit your music to be heard on the show. Metal Moose accepts donations of money, Cheetos, bacon, and naked pictures. Thank you for tuning in and subscribe on iTunes. Rock out while you rack out, and consider yourself moosed.